Hi, I'm Christina McGoldrick with This Week in Santa Clarita. We're now here with Adele McPherson, Community Services Superintendent for the City of Santa Clarita. Adele, we're celebrating Prescription and Over-the-Counter Awareness Week. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, it is quite alarming, the number of our young people who are using and abusing prescription drugs and over-the-counter drugs. Unfortunately, they think that because they're prescribed by a doctor or they buy them over the counter that they're safe. But they need to understand that any misuse or abuse of any of those drugs is just as lethal as any illegal drug would be.
Right, I know a trend is rising that kids are actually getting these drugs from their home medicine cabinets. What can parents do to kind of help stop that?
Yeah, that's a scary thought, isn't it? You know, we have a brochure I'll talk about that don't be your kid's drug dealer, because no parent wants to do that. But when did you last go through your medicine cabinet? And how many bottles of drugs do you have in there that you never finish them? They've been sitting there for a long time, and you know how many's in each bottle, because the kids will take one or two and they will use them, abuse them, or they will sell them to their friends. So it's really important that you do an inventory, the parents do an inventory, that they look at the medicines, see if they're expired, they look at how many pills are in each vial, and they do this on a regular basis. Even when you send medication to school, make sure that what's left does come home to you and doesn't go to someone else. So that is the best thing that parents can do, because the rise really can be attributed to a couple of things. And one is the access. It is so easy for the teens to get these drugs out of the medicine cabinets. And so they experiment and then get themselves into a lot of trouble.
Where can parents take unwanted or expired prescription over-the-counter medications to be disposed of properly?
Well, the sheriff has just got a new program. It's the Drug Safe Drop-Off Program. So you can drive by the sheriff station on McBean Parkway, right there by the Valencia Library, and there's 3 mailboxes. And you can just drive by and you can just put the drugs into the mailbox, whether they are illegal drugs, over-the-counter drugs, prescription drugs. Just drive by, drop them in, and just like you would mailing a letter, and off you go. No questions asked. You don't need to stop. You don't need to go into the station. So it's a great, great, safe way to get rid of any medicine that you should not have around your house.
Safe and very convenient. I know prescription over-the-counter awareness is a big part of what the Blue Ribbon Task Force does. How does this help them achieve their goals?
Yeah, the Blue Ribbon Task Force was formed 10 years ago, and our goal is to educate parents on things that are happening in their kids' lives, because as we know, the kids are very innovative and things move quickly, and this is one of the issues, the over-the-counter prescription drugs. So if we encourage parents to go to the city website, santa-clarita.com, and then go on the Blue Ribbon Task Force page, and there you will see a brochure in English and in Spanish that's called Don't Be Your Kid's Drug Dealer. And in there there are parenting tips on how to recognize symptoms, how to help your kids, how to talk to your kids, and there's also a really good list of commonly used and abused medicines and over-the-counter drugs and their street names, because the kids may be talking about these drugs and you don't really know what they are because they have their own terms for them. So go on there, you can download the brochure or just check it out, and there's a lot of great information on there for parents about drugs and the abuse of drugs too.
Thank you, Adele.
Thank you.
For more information on the city's Blue Ribbon Task Force and its outreach to help prevent prescription over-the-counter drug abuse, visit santa-clarita.com.